Okay, class, we are going to check our Star Master book, page 110 today. In this video, you'll also see us checking our daily language from Monday and Tuesday. So make sure you have those two things ready to go. Page 110 in your Star Master book and your daily language Monday and Tuesday. Okay? Starting with 110. Number 1 says, what is the area of the diagram below? So who could tell me what do we do for area? Kaylee? I can multiply. Good. So area is length times width, or that's this. Bryson? Rows times columns. Same thing. Okay? So I see 4 rows, 7 columns, so we're going to do 4 times 7. If we don't know it, what else could we do? Javea? If we don't know what 7 times 4 is, what could we do with this picture? Shh. Why are you talking, Kelsey? Well, you're thinking to yourself awfully loud. I can hear you all the way over here. What was that, Javea? I couldn't hear you. Divide out the numbers? No. We don't want to multiply and then divide. Bryson, how would I get my answer if I don't know what 7 times 4 is?
You could count.
I could count them, right? Count all these squares on the inside. So this is 7, 14, 21, 28. Very good. So 7 times 4 is 28. D. Number 2, what is the area of the diagram below? Same thing. We're going to do rows times columns or length times width. So what would I do, Allie?
Count them again.
You can count them all again. Okay, so I'm multiplying 3 times 9. I'm going to just skip count by 3s. If y'all want to count with me. Ready? Go. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. Ooh. We did all right. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be on skip counting. 27. Okay, number 3. Which diagram has an area of 32? So that means if I multiply the length times the width, I want to know which one is going to equal 32 when I multiply it. Okay? So let's look at let's look at the first answer choice. 7 times 3. What does 7 times 3 equal? 21. Good. So I go to B. 8 times 3. 24. C. 4 times 8. 32. And 9 times 4? 36. Good. So C would have been the correct answer. Even if you don't know your facts, they give you all the squares. So all you would do is count the squares on the inside of the shape. Okay? Put that away, and now let's look at your daily language. Okay, so you guys at home may just have to watch this video and then go back and fix your daily language if you made mistakes. from yesterday or today. Okay, for Monday, you had to circle the word that is spelled correctly for numbers 1 and 2. Spelled correctly. So, mailbox. Which one of these is spelled correctly? Evangeline? The second one. Good. Number 2. Animal. How would we spell animal? Aaliyah? The third one. Good. Okay, number 3. Correct these sentences. Did you remember to pack a toothbrush, nightgown, and bathing suit? Okay? So what do we see wrong with this? Let's just start from the beginning and work our way to the right. Left to right. Javea? Good. We want to capitalize the beginning of the sentence. Did you remember to pack a toothbrush, nightgown, and bathing suit? What is the second mistake? Allie?
It has no period.
Nope, that's not it. And we're going left to right, so you shouldn't give me the punctuation yet, because that's not the last mistake. Or that's not the next mistake. That's the very last. Kaylee? No, before that, guys, we're going in order. So that's not coming yet. Bryson?
Whatever between toothbrush and nightgown, you put a comma.
Very good. We need to separate toothbrush and nightgown with a comma. Brandon, what's next?
You put the period.
Nope. Do I need another comma after nightgown?
Yes.
Yes, so that's next.
If it had an and, you don't have to.
If you're separating things in a series, multiple things, then you go ahead and put it before and. I don't know. That's a tricky rule. Aaliyah?
You need a question.
A question mark, not a period. That's a question. Okay? Now make sure you go back and write the sentence on the line correctly. Okay, number 4. Derek, his favorite subject is art. Okay, what's the very first? Remember, we're going in order, so don't skip to the end and tell me it needs a period. That's the very last thing. We're going in order. Allie.
Capital.
Capital for Derek. Good. Because it's a name and because it's the beginning of the sentence. All right. What would you do next, Bryson?
So at Derek, you would take away his favorite subject is art. You could take away his, put a S at the end of Derek.
Very good. So we need to take away his. That does not sound right. That's not how we write sentences. Derek, but then we wouldn't just keep Derek and say Derek favorite subject. We need to say Derek's. But we don't just put an S. What goes before the S? What's it called, Aaliyah? Apostrophe. So we do the upside down V or caret, upside down caret, and an S. So it would look like this. If you rewrite it on the line, your apostrophe goes in the air and then the S. Okay? Derek's favorite subject is art. What is the next mistake, Gregory? Okay, so we need to add a period at the end. Okay, the last one, an analogy. 7 is to number as G is to what, Javea? Letter. Okay, for Tuesday. Me and Sam want to help Mrs. James wash her car. Me and Sam want to help Mrs. James wash her car. Kaylee?
Me, Sam, and Miss James. It has to be capitalized.
Okay, so we need to capitalize But we're not gonna do me yet. Let's see who can figure out why. Why would I not want to capitalize me? Allie, you know?
Because it's the first letter.
Well, we would capitalize the first letter. But do we say me and Sam at the beginning of a sentence? Or do
No.
we say Sam and I?
Sam and I, so you need to take away the me and switch it with Sam and take away the me. Turn it to
Good. So we need to actually put Sam at the beginning and change the me to an I. So when you rewrite it, it should say Sam and I, and then I is always capitalized. Want to help Mrs. James. What else is wrong right there with Mrs. James? Bryson?
the Mrs. James. Mrs.
Needs a period after Mrs. Good. And what else, Kelsey?
It needs. Is that an I or a J?
J. We've already capitalized that though. There's only one more thing.
A period.
A period. Okay. Number 2. Have you ever been on a airplane? Brandon, what's a mistake that you see? The first one you see.
Yeah.
The H needs to be capitalized. Okay. The second one, Evangeline? Nope, that's not the second one. Kelsey? If we're going in order, left to right, what would be the second mistake? Have you ever been on a airplane? There you go. A should be an, because we always put an if there is a vowel that comes after it. Did y'all know that?
Yes, I knew that.
A becomes an if the word after it is a vowel. Starts with a vowel. So A, E, I, O, U are vowels. So any word that starts with a vowel has to have an before it instead of a. Okay? One more thing, Gregory. What's the last thing?
A period.
Nope. Angeline? Question mark. Pay attention.
You should have given more time.
Nope, you blurted out because you thought the last thing automatically was a period because you're not paying attention. Okay, the second 2, 3, and 4, you have to use context clues to determine the meaning of the bolded words. On Halloween, he will masquerade as a ghost by using a sheet. Masquerade. What does it mean, Kelsey?
To dress.
Okay. Dress up. Disguise yourself. Usually if you're masquerading, you're putting on a disguise. So if he's going to put a sheet on, he's dressing up, but he's also disguising himself so you can't see what he really is.
He's human.
Number 4, he was ailing, so he stayed home from school and went to the doctor. What do you think ailing means, Brandon?
Sick.
Sick. Good. So he stayed home from the doctor, or stayed home from school and went to the doctor. You do those 2 things when you're sick or ailing. Number 5, statement, command, question, or exclamation. Have you ever seen the Grand Canyon? Aaliyah? Question. Good. So that should have a question mark. Okay. Any questions on your daily language? Nope. All right. Go ahead and put that in your work in progress folder, and let's get out our Go Math Volume 2 book.